It will be a picture Manchester United fans will be hoping stands the test of time. Kobbie Mainoo, Alejandro Garnacho and Rasmus Hojlund, 18, 19 and 21 today, sat on an advertising hoarding beaming smiles as the fans celebrated behind them.
Garnacho had just scored the Red Devils' second in a thumping victory for the home side to cap a fine 8 days. It is on these three talents upon which manager Erik ten Hag wants to build an exciting future.
There is something Manchester United fans love about a dazzling winger, and Garnacho is just that. He struck in the 49th and 84th minutes to make it 7 goals for the season. The Argentine draws you to the edge of your seat like so many of his predecessors have done in a similar role at this theatre.
Read more on Man UTD looking BL Man United flop Van der Beek's Frankfurt loan nightmare hits brand new low power up. Get £40 in free football bet builder bets when you stake £10 with Paddy Power. The brilliance of Mainoo was showcased in midweek with his brilliant winner in stoppage time at Wolves. Now Hojlund is really starting to find his feet. He celebrated this, his 21st birthday, with a 5th goal in his last 6 United games to open the scoring.
Early doubts are being dispelled. Most read in football this means worn Premier League legend Neil Warnock set for shock return to management. ACE Dies World Cup legend who took on Pelé and holds Serie A goal-scoring record dies wild ride Wilder facing FA charge after being left raging at a linesman eating SANDWICHFEELING. Gorwai Newcastle ace Gordon seen leaving ground on crutches as injury crisis worsens. Casino special. Best casino welcome offers. This striker really could be the one they have been waiting for. For West Ham this was a 6th game without a win, but only their 2nd league defeat since the start of November.
Wayward finishing was to blame, while Ten Hag's side are starting to be more clinical. That is 4 in the cup against Newport, 4 away to Wolves and another 3 here.
It was West Ham who had the best of the early exchanges, and it needed a great save from Andre Onana to keep the home side on level terms. The Cameroon international is back from a disappointing Africa Cup of Nations in which he was dropped after playing 1 game.
There had been calls for him to be dropped from the United side as well, thanks to some high-profile blunders that lead directly to the club's Champions League exit at the group stage. Still, he can produce moments of brilliance, and one of those came after just 11 minutes.
James Ward-Prowse whipped in a corner, and when Thomas Soucek's header deflected off Edson Alvarez, it needed a quick adjustment from Onana to produce the save. There needed a smart one from his opposite number soon after, when from Bruno Fernandes' long-range dipping drive, Alphonse Areola stuck up a hand and deflected the ball over.
United took the lead on 23 minutes and it was another cracking finish from Hojlund. Credit Casemiro first for reading Kurt Zoma's headed clearance to intercept and lay the ball forward for the Dane.
His control was superb, as with his left foot he wrong-footed two West Ham players and then let fly from the edge of the area with his right to give Areola no chance. Another great moment for a player really starting to find his feet at United. That made it double figures for the season, and 5 of them have come in the last 6 matches.
Down but not out, West Ham responded, and Ben Johnson's long-range efforts saw Onana opt for safety first with a punched stop when perhaps the ball could have been caught. Then from a corner David Moyes was left jumping in frustration as Alvaret's flick header flashed across goal.
At the break, Hammer's goalkeeper Areola had to be taken off and replaced by Lukasz Fabianski. Areola had needed treatment in the first half after 14 minutes when he slid out and got a knee in the head from his own defender Zoma as they combined to thwart Rashford.
Clearly he had not properly recovered from that. Harry Maguire was back in the side for Raphael Varane and had a strong first half, but 3 minutes after the break he almost gifted West Ham an equaliser. His scuffed back pass allowed Emerson Palmieri a free run on goal, but his attempted finish was embarrassing as he scooped the ball over the bar.
As can so often happen in these situations, the salt can be quickly rubbed into the wounds, and so it was as just a minute later the home side extended their lead. Fernandes swung the ball across the West Ham box, Garnacho picked it up and released a powerful shot that deflected in off Naif Aguerd.
Off he charged towards the fans and climbed up onto an advertising hoarding before being joined by Hojlund and Garnacho. United were in command, but West Ham spurned another chance to get on the scoreboard.
It was the 69th minute when a superb through ball from Alvarez put top scorer Jared Bowen away. Just as he looked to pull the trigger, a sprinting Diogo Dalot slid in to block his shot.
Again they would be made to pay as the home side plundered a third before the end. Substitute Scott McTominay won the ball on halfway, brought it forward and fed Garnacho.
Red Morsun Stories scene. Alison Hammond revealed terror over dog attack in book as she defends new role. French fancy masked singers Eiffel Tower named as huge 80s pop star. What a finish as he fired the ball across goal and into the far side of the goal. Job done, and with some style, as the only negative was the injury to Lisandro Martinez. Man United News Live. Stay up to date with all the latest transfer news from Old Trafford.